Hello everybody, my name is Rico and welcome to my new YouTube channel. So, hi everyone, and this is going to be my new YouTube channel about my experience as cabin crew, and in this video today I'm going to be talking to you about me and also a Q&A that I posted on my Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, it's Airbus Rico XWB. No, it's not. It's Airbus Rico 350 XWB. Don't ask why I named it. I named it that. I did it when I was about 7. But anyway, so a bit about me. So I'm Rico, I'm 19 years old, and I started my aviation career back in 2018 with Ryanair. And I was based in Madrid. So I lived in Madrid for 6 months, and then I came over back to the UK and got a job with TUI, and I've been with TUI for 8 months, and my contract ended on the 31st of October this year, and that's because, not because I got sacked or not because of anything else, but just because that was the contract. It's a seasonal contract because TUI are a holiday airline, so their requirements are they need more cabin crew for the summer. So I am grounded. I do have a little part-time job at the moment, but then next year I am going to Jet2 and my training starts on the 10th of February. If you want to know how you get a job as cabin crew, that will be in the next video. The recruitment process will be in another video and the training will be in another video, because you do have to train to become an airline cabin crew member. So that's just a little bit about me and about my aviation knowledge, about my aviation background. So this light is really, I hate my eyes. But anyway, so the other night I posted on my Instagram a quick Q&A, question and answer, of people who have got any questions about the job that I do and what is the job. So, to be fair, I have had about 120 questions, but I've only got about 10 questions that I'm going to be answering in this video. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for getting in all your questions, because I haven't got really that much time to sit here for hours and hours, and the video was just going to get boring. So the first question I got asked is, what is the hardest part about the job? The hardest part about being cabin crew is the early mornings and the late nights. So I am waking up at 2:30 in the morning for a flight. I'm not getting back until 5:30 in the afternoon, and then I could go into work at 7:30 in the night and do a deep night flight and not get back until 7:30 in the morning. So that's what I'd say is the hardest part about the job, is the hours that you do work, because your body clock needs to get used to the hours that you work, and it's really hard. For example, if you've got 3 earlies in a row, so if you're doing Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday early, 4:30 each in the morning, and then you've got a day off, and then you've got 3 lates, 6:30s, 7:30s, or 12:30 midday, your body struggles. So I think that's the hardest part about the job. So the next question I got asked is cabin crew salary. Now, the cabin crew salary depends upon the airline that you work for. So, in a normal cabin crew salary, you do get a basic pay, which is the basic pay for that month. You get a flight allowance pay, a duty allowance pay, sector pay, that's the same as flight allowance, and you also get your commission. So all 4 of those pays are combined, and typically you could earn £1,900 to £2,200 after tax, again depending upon the airline that you work for. What is your favourite destination and why? My favourite destination has to be Cape Verde, especially Sal in Cape Verde, and that's just because we get to stay over and we enjoy a little bit of mid-haul, and it's all exciting when you're young, to go and venture by yourself. You're getting paid for it, sipping on cocktails, you know, pina coladas on the beach. So yeah, I'd definitely say that that's my favourite destination. What aircrafts are you trained on? Okay, so I'm a massive aviation geek, so I'll be prepared to sit here for another 17 minutes. So the aircrafts that we're trained on are the Boeing 737-800 and the Boeing 757-200 series aircraft. The 757 is bigger than the 737, and that's why I prefer the 757 to the 737. The 737 is very old-fashioned, I'd say, but so is the 757, but the 757 is going into retirement soon. So if you're not trained on the 757, if you were to get a contract with an airline that operates 757, then you are missing out, because the 757 is absolutely amazing. What continents do you fly to? So I'm short haul. I just mentioned about mid haul, but mid haul is anything over 5 hours, I believe. Long haul is anything over 7, and short haul is anything under 5. To get to Cape Verde, it's 5.5 hours, 5 hours 40 there and back. So yeah, I do short haul, so all around Europe and North Africa. Taking into account Africa is a continent as a whole, but the continents that I do fly to are Africa and European. How many days off do you have in a month? Now that again depends on the airline that you work for. The airline that I worked for in the summer, we got an average of about 18 days off a month. So I did about 9 flights a month. Yes, I know, 9 working days in a 31-day calendar month, or 30-day calendar month. So yeah, so you know, you're getting basically paid £40, I think it is, a day, to literally sit at home doing nothing, going out with friends, living your life. You know, there are some really good benefits, but then you've got your standbys and then your non-operative days. What's your dream airline to work for? My dream airline, I'm not going to mention in this video, but just to let everybody know that it does involve Red. Have you had any horrible passengers? Yes, I have had horrible passengers. Everybody has horrible passengers, and I'll tell you a bit about a story. So I was on board a flight and I was going to Tenerife. As you know, if you've flown to Tenerife, it's 4.5 hours. So I've flown to Tenerife, and we had an incident on board where a passenger was having a heart attack, and we had to get the defibrillator out and things like that. But obviously we was in service, so we was doing the bar service, and passengers kept having a go at the crew, having a go at me, shouting at us, swearing at us, because they want drinks, and obviously they wanted drinks and snacks, and it was about 12:30, 1:30 in the afternoon, so everybody was hungry. So yeah, that day was just horrendous, and that's probably the most horrible passengers that I've ever had. What's the typical day in the life of cabin crew? I'm not going to go through it in this video, and that's because there's going to be a video where I'm going to be talking about a typical day in the life of cabin crew, and when I am flying, I am going to be taking you with me. And the last but one is, how do you become cabin crew? Again, literally the brief explanation is online application. If you pass the requirements, you then have to do a video interview or a telephone interview, or both. If you pass those, you get given an assessment day. An assessment day is literally, you need to sell yourself to the airline that you're applying for. So that involves group activities, standing up in front of everyone, talking about yourself, talking about your experience, maths tests. Again, depending upon the airline, some airlines have, you need to stand up and perform a passenger announcement. So yeah, so there is quite a lot to the recruitment process on how to become cabin crew, but again, I'll talk to you more detailed explanation in a later video. And the last question is, I haven't got it written down, was, what is the minimum requirements to become a cabin crew member? So the minimum requirements to become a cabin crew member are, if in Europe, it is 18. You have to be 18 years old at the time of application. You have to be between 5'2" and 6'1", depending upon the airline. you have to have basic GCSEs, that is literally maths at grade C, English at grade C, that's it. However, they don't really look at that, but they just say that just so that they know that you can speak English. Make sure that you can speak English professionally, so your proficiency has got to be high. Other minimum requirements I'd have to say is that you have to walk freely down the cabin, make sure that you can fit into an evacuation space, and also sit in a jump seat. I was actually at a British Airways assessment day, and I got someone got sent home because they'd lied on their application and said that they was able to fit in the jump seat, but that actually wasn't. They couldn't fit in the jump seat, so they got sent home. So yeah, so the minimum requirements are there for you to make sure that you meet them, or else they will not give you a contract. So that's... Oh, another thing is, well, you have to be able to swim 25 metres in a pool. This, again, will be examined when you do your training, when you do water training, evacuation on water, so also called as a ditching, also known as a ditching. So yes, those are the main minimum requirements of cabin crew. I just want to say, everyone, thank you very much for watching my video today, and thank you for all the support that everyone has given me in relation to building up this YouTube. In the comments below, please tell me what you think I could do better and what you think I did well, because then I can work on your feedback and make sure that this YouTube channel can be the best of my ability. So yeah, so thank you very much everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the skies next year.